I saw a giant spider perched on the top floor of the hotel, but I didn't tell my son. Instead, I took my pregnant daughter-in-law into the hotel and barricaded the door with a table to prevent the spider from attacking. I planned to quietly watch my adopted son and his mistress meet their end. The reason I was doing this was because in my past life, while avoiding the spider, I had accidentally sprained my ankle and was abandoned by my adopted son. I desperately clung to his leg, begging him, but instead of feeling guilty, he grew malicious. He thought if I stayed in place and was eaten by the spider, it would stop chasing us once it was full. He then picked up a giant rock and was about to smash it onto me. At that moment, my pregnant daughter-in-law stepped forward and stood in front of me. Seeing the blood pouring from her, my adopted son panicked and fled with his mistress. The spider, attracted by the blood, immediately found us, just when we were about to be consumed. I suddenly woke up and was shocked to find I had been reborn to the day before the vacation. I saw my daughter-in-law unharmed and felt relieved. At first, I thought it was just a nightmare, but upon seeing the name of the scenic area, realized I had actually been reborn. I quickly urged my son to turn back and warned him that this place had giant spiders, and if we didn't leave, we would all die. But my son didn't believe me, and impatiently told me that if I ruined the trip again, he wouldn't take me next time. Just then, I received a news update on my phone saying that multiple mudslides had occurred in the vacation area and the road was temporarily closed. The bus made an abrupt stop. I quickly asked my pregnant daughter-in-law if she was okay, but my adopted son and his mistress were too busy focusing on themselves. I was furious and sarcastically mocked the mistress. At this point, my son didn't argue with me, but rushed to get off the bus to check the situation. When I got off, I realized we definitely wouldn't be able to go back today. The most important thing now was figuring out how to handle the current crisis. At that moment, a passenger found a stone. An old man, experienced and knowledgeable, said the passenger had found a dinosaur egg fossil. When I saw it, I froze in fear. I immediately told the passenger to throw it away because in my past life, the giant spider had hatched from an egg just like that, and the passenger became its first meal. But everyone thought I was crazy. The passenger insisted it was a dinosaur fossil and that taking it home would make him rich. Not bothering to argue, I grabbed the egg from him and threw it off a cliff, ignoring the curses of the other passengers. I quickly took my daughter-in-law to the resort's special vehicle. I thought this would avoid the disaster, but to my surprise, after I left, the passenger found another identical egg. To prevent me from repeating my actions, he hid the egg carefully. Despite this, I stayed vigilant. I knew that if there were spider eggs in the mountain, there had to be adult spiders. I remembered that in my past life, the spiders attacked during the bonfire party outside the hotel at 8 p.m. I guess the bonfire had attracted the spiders, so I quickly poured a bucket of water to extinguish the fire and urgently warned everyone to go back or their lives would be at risk. But no one believed me. They thought I was talking nonsense. My adopted son even told me not to make trouble and not to ruin my own job. I stressed